Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome to another timeless pick a card reading here at Transform with Riyadh. And today's topic we're going to be exploring is what your future self can reveal about what's next in your destiny. Okay, so we'll see what your future self can share about what's next on your destiny pathway here. We have a couple of doorways for you to choose from. Here is the first doorway. So take a moment to soak up the imagery. See if it connects with you and your soul. And the next doorway we have here is this one. So again, tune into the energy. See if it resonates with you. If it is in alignment with your soul. And the third doorway is this one right here. So again, take a moment to tune into the energies and see if it is aligned with you. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video and meditate a little bit more and see which door is calling you the most so that your future self can reveal what is up next on your destiny. All right? I will see you at your reading. Timestamps are down below. Hello there, Group 1. Welcome to your Timeless Pick a Card reading to find out what your future self can reveal about what's next in your destiny. Ooh, so you were drawn to this door right here. Let's see what it says on the back to kick off your reading. It says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. So what I'm sensing that your future self would like to reveal about your destiny is you are meant to travel. You are meant to live in a different location, okay? For some of you, maybe you've already actually traveled, moved to another city, another state, another country, whatever the case may be for you. And this is part of your destiny path, and it's meant to help you grow and flourish. So there's a lot of plant life here in this card, okay? I'm seeing with new beginnings are new ways for which you can advance your skills, advance some aspect of your life. So I'm hearing for some of you, it could be moving, travel to attend school, attend university, get a master's degree, doctorate degree, whatever, to kind of build upon your skill levels, become more of a master, an expert, okay? And for some of you, it might not be quite that sort of formal education. Maybe some of you is like an apprenticeship, right? Maybe some of you are healers. I recently met a kahuna bodywork, I guess masseuse, maybe is the correct term, energy healer, and she trained under a master kahuna bodywork I guess master for I want to say like 7 years, 12 years, for a long time. So it's a tradition of energy healing and body work, massage that is passed down from a master to their pupil, their student, their, I guess, apprentice maybe is another word. And so some of you are going to be advancing your skills in some way. Others of you, I'm hearing also relationship, connections. So some very important connections are going to be coming into your life here very soon on your destiny path. Maybe for some of you, it could be meeting a business partner. Some of you could be establishing a friendship with like a soulmate type of bond. So not all soulmates are romantic. Some of them are meant to be like your sort of spirit family, right? Now, with that being said, I'm sensing for some of you, this could be even romance coming in. So building a connection. Oops. Flourishing with new connections, okay? New experiences, new lessons. So let's get some tarot cards to get a little bit more information and detail about what's next on your destiny here from your future self. That version of you that has already lived through this shift and this change and is now communicating what significance it has for you, or maybe not significance even. It could even just be like foreshadowing, foretelling for you what's kind of up next. Give you a little heads up so that you don't miss out on this opportunity as it enters your life. So we have the Nine of Coins. Look at this abundance again, abundance of greenery here, lots of flowers, lots of plant life. We have the Ace of Cups. Look at this, what we were just speaking about, new relationships coming into your life. For sure, this is confirmed. We have the Death card. We also have Ace of Swords. So we have two aces here. The Hierophant. The Queen of Swords. And I was noticing the butterflies on the Queen of Swords, so we'll talk about that in a moment here. The Wheel of Fortune. And, ooh, the Magician. Nice. So what I'm seeing here with these cards is, again, travel is going to be very big. You know, we have these butterflies here that are moving all over the card. And I remember hearing too that some butterflies, I think monarch butterflies, actually like migrate and they travel quite a distance away, if I'm remembering correctly. But what I'm seeing here again is a relocation of sorts coming in for you, okay? Because there's a new chapter being unlocked in your life. I'm hearing here too that this is sort of like leaving your past behind with the Death card, fresh new starts, fresh new beginnings, but it's about having to kind of cut ties. Okay, so this could be with certain people in your life. It could even be with work, right? And then cutting ties too with what is your physical home at the moment, like moving out, moving away. So I'm sensing here that there's this separation that needs to happen next in your destiny because you're meant to move forward. You're meant to go, excuse me one second, experience something very new, something very, very, very different. I'm hearing too that you're also transforming into a new person. So we have the butterfly there, but we also, what I was drawn to on this Wheel of Fortune is the snake. Do you see the snake right over here? Kind of like slithering in a way. And it feels very much like a shake, a snake shedding its skin is what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling here. So what's next in your destiny, I'm feeling almost it's like a reinvention of sorts, where you're at this point in your life where you're stepping into a new era, okay? That is sort of going to be maybe like a new theme, a new, I don't know why the word branding actually came. It's like a rebranding of you. It's like you stepping in more into your authentic self and living that kind of life that you've been wanting to live, but for whatever reason you've been holding yourself back. You've been a bit nervous or anxious, and trust me, I can see how maybe moving away from somewhere you've grown accustomed to, someplace you feel comfortable, where you kind of like know where everything is, you know what to expect, you know the people around you, that can be a little bit scary, okay? And it can make you feel like you're leaving sort of that safety of the familiar. And I can see how that can be a little bit intimidating, a bit daunting. And I'm sensing that there were times where you felt like you were called to move away or go somewhere new, get a new job, meet new people, whatever the case may be. But then there's some part of you that was a little bit scared, a little bit nervous to take that leap. And I feel like it's time now. Your future self is letting you know this is your destiny, it's calling. You can't avoid this anymore. That's this Wheel of Fortune, okay? That it's sort of an inevitability, all right? That maybe in the past you were able to postpone it, put it off, and now it's happening in full force. That there are going to be certain circumstances that are almost going to give you a gentle push or a nudge to kind of force you down your destiny pathway, okay? So for the two aces here, what I'm seeing is for some of you, it's a lot of learning. Okay, that you need to go away to learn some new skills, learn more about yourself, right? Like, what are your true goals? What is your purpose in the world? What is your destiny? And I know we're talking about your destiny path, but we're just talking about the next phase in it, not like your overall destiny, okay? I already made a couple videos about that, but I have a feeling I'll probably do another one again in the future, so just stay tuned for that, or you can kind of visit some of my older readings as well that speak to this topic of your destiny. But at this phase of your destiny, this next chapter, it's about, again, knowledge, gaining skills, gaining wisdom, and you have to go somewhere else for that. With this Ace of Cups, I'm hearing for those of you that this resonates more with, this is about making new connections, new relationships, new friendships, new love, romantic partnerships, okay? So that's what's coming in for you that's very new in your destiny path. And this is about your manifestations, okay? This is about you now taking yourself or taking up on these opportunities that you created for yourself, because we are all manifesting always. Our reality is a reflection of our subconscious mind, of our subconscious desires. And so when you see these opportunities popping up in your life, you are attracting it, you are drawing them towards you. And it's like your soul has this reason for why it wants these things to appear in your life. It came to this life with a purpose, with a mission. And so when these opportunities come up and they kind of feel aligned, they maybe excite you, they feel right for you, you need to take action towards them, okay? Because this is your soul expressing its desires, okay? Because again, you are the magician, you are creating these opportunities for you. And if, for some of you, I'm definitely hearing that there were many opportunities that came knocking on your door and you sort of brushed them aside, pushed them away, avoided them because you just didn't feel ready at the moment. But I'm hearing that it's really time for you to embrace this next chapter, this next phase in your life. I'm definitely hearing that there's a lot of intellectual growth for you here with the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. So I'm getting two different ways that this is playing out. Again, we were talking about learning. So there's opportunity for you to connect with a mentor here, okay? Someone who can really teach you a lot about your craft, a lot of the knowledge and wisdom you are meant to gain. And I'm hearing that for many of you, it's because you are going to take that field, that practice, that sort of skill to the next level, right? That you are meant to learn what's currently available, and then you're meant to discover something new to build upon it, to add upon it, okay? It's like all these amazing scientists nowadays where they're building on like what all these very intelligent people sort of discovered in the past, right? Like, I don't know, Marie Curie with radioactive waves, with like the X-ray, and Benjamin Franklin with conduction of electricity, and how people are using these things in very innovative, very new ways now, okay, to kind of advance science, advance technology. And so I feel like for some of you, this is what you are meant to learn from your I guess mentor, okay, your teacher, is the basics, the skills, what they know, whatever advanced knowledge they have, and then you're meant to build on it. For some of you, this could even be like you're a healer, or something about maybe astrology, palm reading, energy healing, and you're meant to kind of insert your own unique twist on it. So, I mean, I feel like that's leading into your bigger destiny, right? Of sort of an inventor of sorts, bringing something new, creating something new. And this is the first step along that path, along that process. With this Queen of Swords, I feel like this is speaking to those of you that are seeking new relationships, whether it's platonic or romantic, okay, that this person is meant to teach you something new about yourself, all right? And they're meant to bring out these parts of you that you've maybe kept hidden. I'm also hearing some parts of you that you've kind of shamed or that you've been taught to be ashamed of. And this Queen of Swords is a very fierce energy of like speaking the truth, being in love with the truth and accepting truth. And there's this energy of like non-judgment coming from this Queen of Swords, where it's like, this is just the way it is. This is how you were created, who you are at your core, without you trying to mask it, without you trying to fit in and meet other people's expectations. So this is about acceptance, again, from friends, from a romantic partner who sees you for who you truly are and encourages you and creates a safe space for you to express that true version of yourself, and to help you kind of realize the ultimate truth is that you are worthy of love. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So your future self is letting us know that there's some travel involved, there's new people you have to meet, new things that you have to learn. So let me know in the comments down below if this resonated with you. Let me know if you're claiming this energy, if you're taking that bold step on your destiny path moving forward here. Type down in the comments, I claim this reading, and throw in an emoji at the end, of course, to like seal the deal. And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel as well, and that way you won't miss out on any future pick a card readings or timeless card readings that I post for your benefit, for your insight, and of course for fun and daydreaming, okay? So thank you so much for hanging with me. I hope this was very helpful. Thank you for your future self for sharing these messages with us today. I'll see you all next time. Bye, group 1. Hello there, group number 2. Welcome to your timeless pick a card reading to find out what your future self can reveal about what's next in your destiny, okay? So you were drawn to this doorway right here, and on the back it says, yes! Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. So I'm feeling a lot of energy of freedom here. I'm feeling this energy of taking kind of like a leap of faith, like now is the right time. Timing is good. The energy is very favorable for you to sort of make this big decision and move forward with it, okay? What I was hearing for some of you, this could be about like buying a home, moving to a new place. It could be for some of you like choosing to get married and sort of make your commitment to your partner official, right? For some of you, this could even be about like starting a family, making that decision that you're ready to have a child. For some of you, it could even be about like starting a business, having a bigger presence on social media, okay? So it's something about like a goal or a dream that you've had, and it felt like maybe the timing just wasn't right, or the solution, the pathway wasn't very obvious to you in the past, and now it's going to really feel, and you're going to, what I'm hearing is receive signs that now is the moment, okay? Whenever it is, like after you watch this video, whatever day, whatever time it is, that you'll know that you need to take that big leap of faith, take that action, that big step forward. Oh, it just started raining outside. Ooh, like I'm hearing the word blessings with the rain, like sort of this cleansing energy as well, to kind of alleviate like cloudiness of the mind, also like not feeling focused, not having clarity. So I feel like the rain is washing away this mud, this gunk, this confusion, and making it very clear for you that take that next step now. Like you're ready. You're ready for it. To, again, this kind of like commitment that's really going to change the way you live your day-to-day life, okay? Let's get some tarot cards out to further clarify this. Message here, this yes. So I'm hearing your future self is saying, like, pay very close attention to the signs and the circumstances here, because it's going to be very clear that, you know, about when it is you need to make your move, okay? Like, I'm hearing all these like euphemisms now, like strike while the iron's hot. And be very decisive, like a snake strike, like that. Like, don't sleep on it, don't overthink it, okay? That's kind of what I'm hearing here. Very, very interesting. There's this very decisive energy coming through. So what do we have? We have the Three of Swords here. We have, oh, look at this, the Ten of Cups. And I'm also seeing the Six of Cups. There we go. So for some of you, definitely this has something to do with children or childhood wishes, childhood dreams. There's something about like maybe a desire that you had in the past, a goal that you had in the past that you might have forgotten about, or you might have put to the side because there were other things that needed your attention, other things that needed tending to, other things that kind of were a priority in the moment. And so you had to let this go, not focus on this thing, and it was heartbreaking for you, to be honest, okay? So it was something that you had planned for, that you wanted, and you wanted it to happen a lot sooner than it has. Like, you wanted to get married a lot sooner than you had. You wanted to buy a house sooner than you were able to. You wanted to start your family sooner, and there was something that kind of interfered, right? And took it away from you, I guess, is one way we can put that, right? And it left you feeling very, very sad here, because this was something that you really, really wanted, and it hasn't exactly changed either. This desire, this sense of like, oh, I feel like if like this thing would bring so much happiness, so much fulfillment and contentment into my life. Like, it was just one of those things you knew in your heart of hearts, deep down in your soul, that was part of your destiny. So I feel like it's coming to life now, that the opportunity is presenting itself to finally have this wish come true that you've wanted for a while, okay? We have next the Five of Cups here, and the Ace of Coins. So I'm seeing for many of you that you almost had given up on this wish, on this dream. You almost had given up on buying a house, almost had given up on marriage, almost had given up on starting your family. Again, for some of the reasons could be different for all of you, right? It could be that you didn't have the money, the houses were too expensive, you never found a home that you were quite excited about, or you put a bid on a home and you were outbid, right? Maybe for some of you, you thought you met the right person, like your soulmate, and then it turns out that relationship really wasn't meant to last, and you were so sure of it, and maybe you took some time away from dating, and then now you met somebody and you're ready to commit to this person, but sort of the memory of this past relationship that didn't work out is coming back and almost like haunting you in a way, and making you doubt whether or not you should make this move to be married, right? To formalize this partnership. And for some of you, I know this can be very difficult, but it could be that, you know, when you were planning your family, you might have had a miscarriage, right? And that can be very, very heartbreaking, for sure. And there's this part of you that was a little bit nervous or afraid to try to have another child. But I feel like, again, the universe is aligning things for you. Your future self is letting you know, like, hey, your dream can come true. It just wasn't the right timing back then, but it is now. It's going to manifest. All right. There's going to be something very tangible, something physical for you to touch here. Like a ring, like a newborn baby, like a new home, right? There's something very real there coming through. You also have the Seven of Wands and the King of Wands. So there's a beautiful message coming through with this. Maybe some of you felt at some point in time you had to fight for what you wanted, that it was some kind of uphill battle, that there had to be some kind of sacrifice to get what you want. Or maybe that getting what you want meant someone else wasn't able to have it, right? And there's this energy coming through of pure abundance, okay, where everyone is able to attract and manifest the things that they want without having to ruin someone else's manifestation or take someone else's manifestation away from them. Okay. You know, I've been listening to a couple of YouTube videos about these parallel realities and alternate realities, and you know, it's making me think of competitions where there's like a first, second, and third place, right? And yes, maybe in this version of reality, if you become first place, then that means no one else can become first place. But with this idea of parallel realities and the multiverse, there's another reality where the person who was second place manifested and was able to achieve first place, right? So I feel like it's important for you to focus on your reality, the life you're creating, the life you're manifesting, okay? And not having to worry so much about having to fight for it, having to sacrifice, or you know, sometimes people, they kind of have this maybe pessimistic view of like, you know, everyone's dream comes at a price and it's very ominous. And what I'm hearing here is that's not true at all, okay? That you can become the master of your destiny. You can have what you want. You can kind of conquer your dreams here with this King of Wands energy. And it doesn't have to be about taking something from someone else, or you don't have to pay this like outrageous price for you to receive this gift, this manifestation. There's something else that I feel is like it's coming through with this card. Maybe it'll be revealed when we reveal this next set, this next three cards here. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Chalices here. We also have the Six of Wands. Oh my God, look at this, victory. Like you are meant to achieve this thing, okay? It's not, again, don't be stuck in the past. Just because it didn't work out that first time around doesn't mean it's not going to work out this time, okay? So kind of let that go. And look at this, the abundance. The abundance. The Empress, which represents abundance, which represents fertility. So again, kind of going back to that message earlier about children, starting a family, it's very possible for you. Creating a home, building a home, whether that's you buying a home, right? Or you starting a home with your partner by getting married, right? Starting your family in that way. And so for some of you, like, you know, I'm hearing that maybe you haven't met the person yet who is going to be your spouse one day. I'm hearing for you that person is coming into your life soon. They're about to, your destiny paths are about to intersect, is what I'm hearing here. Okay, and you know what I'm seeing here is there's this calm energy that your future self wants you to tap into. Look at the King of Wands and the Empress. They're at ease, you know, on their thrones here. And so what I'm hearing from your future self that's important for you to know with this new beginning and saying yes is there's no place for fear. There's no place for the energies of the past to influence your decisions and your actions in the present. That you don't need to worry about like what's the worst thing that's going to happen, or worry about things not panning out or working out anymore. Like, don't invite that energy back into this reality, okay? And into the present. Have this faith, have this calm, almost like assuredness that, hey, I'm meant to have this. This is my destiny to be a parent, to be a husband, to be a wife, to be a homeowner. This is my destiny. And so there's no other way for this to play out other than manifesting this, other than actualizing it, okay? So whatever that is for you, if it's one of them, if it's two of them, if it's all three of them, step into that role of confidence and knowing that, hey, this is my destiny. I'm owning it. I am embracing it. I am welcoming it into my reality. And you can do that also by commenting down below that I claim this reading. And you can even get a little bit more specific. I claim my new home. I claim my future spouse. I claim my child, right? And put that emoji at the end, of course, to create that spell that that is unique to your energies, all right? Bring it into this reality. And please, if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps my content be shared with others like you who would benefit from hearing a lot of these encouraging and uplifting messages. And also, we try to have a little bit of fun here from time to time as well. So thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. And thank you to your future self for sharing this very, very optimistic news with us today. Thank you so much, Group 2. I'll see you next time. Hello there, and welcome to your Timeless Pick a Card reading, group number 3, to find out what your future self has to reveal about what's next in your destiny. So you were drawn to this door right here, which is very, very unique looking. I don't even know if I've ever drawn this card out before. But on the back, it says, Distant Dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. So for some of you, I'm getting that this could be quite literal, that this could be about you traveling to a distant place, a far off land. It sounds like a fairy tale now. To kind of like maybe fulfill something on your bucket list, like a wish or a dream, okay? So, when I was younger, one of my biggest dream destinations was Japan, like Tokyo, because I used to love anime and manga and J-pop. Let me know if you were also a big fan of those things. Let me know if you know who Utada Hikaru is. Let me know what your favorite song is from her, or even Crystal K or Enflo. Those were a lot of the J-pop artists I listened to. So that was one of my biggest dreams, was to go to Japan. And thankfully, before the pandemic, like a couple of years before that happened, I was able to go to Japan with my best friend and a couple of other good friends of mine. And so for some of you, it could be something like that, right? Like what's next in your destiny path is you traveling to a place that you've always wanted to go. You having enough time off, enough money to like buy the plane ticket and pay for accommodations and food and, little souvenirs and gifts and whatever while you're there as well. So it could be quite literal like that. For others of you, what I am actually seeing here is it's really about you taking whatever first step it is towards realizing your dreams, okay? Kind of embracing that pathway along your destiny. So, for example, if some of you have been dreaming of starting your own business, okay? So it could be taking that first step of like, what's the name of your business? What does your business offer? What product, what service does it offer? What do you want your website to look like, right? Or do you want to be in sort of like a brick and mortar location, like have a real physical location, or is it just online? Maybe it could even be something like registering your business, okay? And so it's about taking these first steps towards your bigger dream, your bigger goal. Okay, maybe for some of you, it's like one of your big dreams is like meeting your soulmate, meeting your romantic life partner kind of thing, and you've been afraid to date. So it could be about getting yourself out there, putting yourself into more social situations, joining a club, joining a gym, joining a dating website, something like that. Okay, so it seems like your future self is saying this is the time for you to take that first step towards your destiny, to really kind of demonstrate to the universe, like, yo, this is what I want, and I'm taking aligned action towards it. Okay, and this is about dreaming big and not selling yourself short. That was like a big part of this, you know. As you dare dream it, so must it be. So dare to dream big. Dare to believe that whatever it is your heart desires, you will be able to receive it. You will be able to call it in and manifest it into your life. It starts, you know, every story has to start at the beginning, right? There has to be the beginning. The hero didn't just wake up one morning and suddenly become the hero. They had to go through training. They had to go through these experiences, some of them very challenging, some of them very difficult, to ultimately become the hero, you know? Like, someone didn't just wake up and become the president or prime minister of a country. They had to take steps to get to that point in life. Someone didn't wake up and just automatically become the CEO of $1 billion corporation. They had to take steps, right? And so I feel like your future self is wanting you to know, like, hey, you have a dream, go for it. Dream big. And affirm that you are serious about this dream, that you really want this dream by taking some type of action towards it. Oh my gosh, this makes me think of this song. I was just talking about this movie with a friend the other day, Tangled, you know, the Disney version of Rapunzel. And there's a scene, I was just telling my friend about this exact scene, where Rapunzel goes into like a really shady bar where there's a lot of crooks and thieves and criminals, and they start singing the song about I Had a Dream, and like all these people along with Rapunzel are sharing their dreams. So maybe it would be worthwhile for you to just check out that song to kind of connect with that energy of dreaming big and that excitement again of imagining what it would feel like for this dream to come true. Okay, I feel called to start at this last bottom card for some reason. So we have the Seven of Wands. Oh my god, this card has been so popular today. It's appeared in numerous readings. The next one we have here is the Devil. Whoa. Very, very interesting. I'm curious to see where this leads, where this goes. We have the Queen of Chalices, Queen of Cups. Next, we have the Eight of Cups, Eight of Chalices. And it's a shame because, like, on the Cups card, is these little sparkles in the cup that are the moving parts. And it's so subtle. We have Queen of Wands next. Ooh, look at that. Queen of Wands. I'm sensing a little bit of magic coming through. Ace of Coins. So this is the beginning, okay? This is the beginning of you stepping onto your true destiny pathway. That whatever it was that you've been doing up until this point was sort of like the prequel, okay? It's sort of like the prequel, but there's another word for it too. Not just prequel, like an origin story kind of thing, right? This is like before the main event. It's making me think of like the Star Wars, you know, series where they did like episode 4, 5, 6 first, and then they went back to episode 1, 2, 3, you know? So I feel like, you know, whatever you've been experiencing is sort of like that precursor towards you stepping into your true destiny, okay? And not to say there wasn't anything you were meant to learn or gain during this time period, but it's kind of like you are really stepping into your pathway right now. It's like, you know, we go to elementary school, grade school, high school, right? To kind of like just get the basic knowledge of like book smarty things, like academic stuff. And then some people end up going to university, right? So university is where people classically discover themselves, classically step into who they're truly meant to be. And so I feel like that's kind of this transition, this big transition, like stepping into adulthood in a way, right? So you also have the High Priestess here. And lastly, the Emperor. Look at that. Maybe this is why we were meant to sort of go a little bit backwards here, because the final card revealed was the Emperor. So it speaks a lot to you taking charge of your destiny here and shaping and actively molding your destiny, not letting kind of like life happen to you or be like an bystander, an observer of your life. This is you taking an active role in your life, okay? Stepping and affirming and claiming what you feel is meant to be yours in this lifetime. So let's kind of take a look at all of these images together. So the first thing I'm noticing here, let's talk about this a little. Let's see what your future self is trying to convey. Is we have these two queens, okay? And they're facing like opposite directions on their throne here. So I'm feeling that there's this energy. We think of like mind, body, soul, or mind, body, spirit. And with the Wands energy, it feels very much like spirit energy, soul calling. Okay. And then we also have this Queen of Cups, which is like emotional energy. All right. And what I'm seeing here is for some of you, for a while, there has been this misalignment, okay? Where it's like you knew deep down inside that this is the way that you wanted to go, but for whatever reason, you were feeling apprehensive about it. You were feeling doubt. You were feeling worry about it. And your soul has been trying to encourage you to like take that leap, make that move, go in this direction, honor your true calling, but your feelings, again, weren't there, okay? And it could be that your feelings were very much driven by your mind, okay? Where it's like your mind was telling you, like, oh, that sounds really risky, or that could really go badly, and you were feeling that fear from your thoughts, okay? From some limiting belief. And so what I'm seeing here is your future self is saying these two energies need to be in alignment. Where it's like, your soul is like very powerful. It's very excited about this, and it's about getting your heart to surrender to that feeling as well, and to embrace your destiny. Some people nowadays, they're a little bit more open about it, but before, like, when young people would dream about being famous one day, there were a lot of people around them that would sort of put that dream down, or give their unwelcomed opinion and sort of be like a naysayer, be that sort of like pessimist, that dream killer, right? Where it's like, oh, you're not pretty enough to be famous, you're not talented enough to be famous, like, who are you, you're nobody, right? Maybe that attitude is kind of changing for like the younger generations nowadays. But I'm feeling like for you, there could have been this fear of success, fear of being famous, fear of being seen. Again, because people around you might have programmed you in your youth to think that being famous was a bad thing, right? That making money was like a bad thing. Like, I remember when I was examining my ideas of like being wealthy, in one of the sessions, one of the things that I saw come up for me is like a lot of the movies and shows that I watched, the people that were wealthy who had like all the briefcases of money were like bad people, right? That they were people who didn't deserve that money, that did bad things to get that money. And subconsciously, I associated being wealthy with being a bad person, right? And so that was sort of one of my blockages to experiencing wealth in my life, And so there might be something like that as well for you that you're ready to overcome so that you can move forward on your destiny path here. And that's probably going to be revealed to you. So what I'm seeing here along that topic is we have the Eight of Cups and the Devil card. So there could be some sort of demonization of your dreams and your wishes, that was something very selfish, that was something that only people who are selfish, have shady or questionable character would want, right? Maybe it could be that you were taught to think that, oh, wanting in material possessions and material wealth makes you superficial, makes you shallow, right? And so that kind of, in a way, made you sort of shame your desires, right? I'm also getting, for some of you, it could even be like when it comes to relationships. I know there is like a sort of growing group of people that are polyamorous, right? And maybe there was something within you that was thinking like, oh, people who are polyamorous are like whores, they're greedy, they're selfish, they don't know how to commit, right? Whatever bad labels people who don't understand polyamorism kind of label it as, right? And so I feel like there's part of your destiny here, this next step in your destiny is identifying some of these limiting beliefs, some of these ways in which your desires have been maybe demonized, okay, by other people and then by you. And kind of letting that go, walking away from that. This is this Eight of Cups energy, okay? Walking away from these beliefs and these ideas and these notions and this feeling of sort of shame. Like we have this cloaked figure walking away. They almost even seem like they're hunched over, right? And it's you walking away from shame and not feeling like you're not allowed to have these desires or this dream, okay? Oh, yes, that is coming through so strongly. Like your future self wants you to know that the next step to take in actualizing your destiny is accepting your desire for your destiny, okay? That it's okay to want what you want. Oh, wow. Let me know if that is resonating with you by commenting down below. It's okay for me to want what I want. So type that down. It's okay for me to want what I want. It's okay for me to want what I want. Yes. Ooh, that is like high level truth there. So, kind of going back to these two cards, the last ones that were revealed, we have the High Priestess and we have the Emperor. And what I'm getting with the High Priestess is this is an individual who understands their connection with the divine, who understands that they were placed on this earth with a specific purpose in mind and that they are meant to actualize and live and achieve that purpose. And so interesting, I don't know if this is actually true, but this red fruit here is making me think of pomegranates. Okay, so I feel like that's probably very specific. It could be that those of you that resonate with pomegranates in this message, it might be important for you to look up, because I'm not sure myself, to look up what pomegranates symbolize, okay? And that will give you further insight into this next step on your destiny path, okay? And how to kind of like move forward and to that. The High Priestess also speaks to that very personal connection that you have with Source. Okay, Source is abundant. And you being a part of Source, being an extension of Source, are also meant to be abundant. And I'm hearing that it's about you accepting that. Okay, so what's so interesting about your energy group 3 is that this next step in your destiny is sort of like a mind shift for many of you. Like changing your belief systems, a little bit of reprogramming here, and stepping into your power, stepping into your own truth, okay? And again, being the creator of your destiny, owning that title, owning that role. Oh, I love this for you. So let me know what you thought of your reading, okay? Let me know if you're claiming this energy, claiming stepping into the divine architect and creator of your life and daring to dream big for yourself, okay? And taking those first steps towards achieving this dream. Also, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. It helps get my content out there to new audiences that would benefit from hearing a lot of these messages and insights as well. So thank you so very much, Group 3. Thank you to your future self as well for passing on this very important information along your destiny path. And I will see you next time. Bye. Take care, loves.